This is what the majority of my videos look like in reality. It is scary showing you behind the scenes, as part of me is afraid that I will break the magic. But I want to share the process with you. How to film yourself, from the technical equipment to tips on how to combine slow living with filmmaking. I am lazy, and I like to keep most of my shoots as simple and quick as I can. Though there are a few bits that make my filming life a little bit more complicated. Let's talk about the technical bits first. All I use is a camera and a tripod. I used a couple of different cameras throughout the past 10 years. I filmed my videos on a Fujifilm XH2-S and a Panasonic GH5 and GH6. Sometimes I can sneak in 1 or 2 iPhone shots as well, so really it doesn't matter what you use that much. I have 2 lenses, my favorite very small lightweight 25mm lens with Leica glass, which is an equivalent of 50mm on a micro four thirds camera, and a wider angle 17mm fully manual Voigtlander lens, which is an equivalent of 35mm. Both lenses are largely a stylistic choice, which helps me create the creamier, softer type of look in my videos and photos. They are not everyone's cup of tea, I'll be honest, as they won't give you that glossy, sharp editorial look, but that's exactly what I personally love about them. I'd say a 35mm and or a 50mm is all you need. 35mm works the best for nature shots, and 50mm looks very good for subjects and portraits. My main Voigtlander lens can only be controlled manually, so there is a lot of running back and forth trying to focus the camera. The tripod I use is this cheap Inca, which breaks easily but is super lightweight, because I take my camera on a lot of hikes and nature trips, so I don't want to carry anything big on my bag. Did I mention I'm lazy? In addition, I also have this very heavy Manfrotto tripod, which I use at home, and a Rode mic for sound. By the way, I will link everything I'm talking about in the description. To me, making videos is an art form, and more than anything, it is a tool for observation and finding beauty in everyday life. It's a tool that I use to communicate my feelings. In reality, a camera and a tripod is all you need, and also a decent mic if you want to record voiceovers. In an ideal scenario, it is also good to have an external monitor which would help you frame your shots with more ease. For that, I use my phone, which connects to the camera through an app. I believe that a keen eye and observation skills are truly most important. There is nothing better you can do than observe. Look at works of world-renowned cinematographers, study art in the galleries, look at the shadow play on the ground as the sun shines through the canopy of trees on a bright spring day. Observe a lot and everything you can. Some of my most favorite films to look at are The Atonement by Joe Wright, Tree of Life by Terrence Malick. It has such gorgeous cinematography, and any movie directed by Wong Kar-wai and shot by Christopher Doyle. Whenever I watch these films, I try to absorb the visuals, notice the framing and movement, which is very intentional in all of these. The play of light, close-ups and facial expressions, details, framing, the voiceovers and the silence. Let's speak about framing and lighting a little. Lighting is important. It can literally make or break the shot. Some simple rules I follow are these. I almost never film in a bright midday sun, and I always try to use multiple light sources for the indoor shots. For my indoor shots, I always position myself in front of a window using natural light from the outside, and in addition to that, I light candles or switch on a warm table lamp a little further away from the frame to add some glow to the shot. Outdoors, sunrise and sunset are my favorite. This is the most flattering and beautiful type of light you can get when the skin looks the best and the light is the softest. I like to film against the light a lot. This is something many photographers and filmmakers might tell you not to do, but I personally really love. The main thing to remember is the intention behind these shots. Don't film anything against the light just because. Facial expressions and talking head videos will look weird and blown out if a face and the subject is your focus. However, if you want to create a shadowy atmosphere, beautiful silhouettes or whimsical nature shots, filming against the light can look very beautiful. Always think of the story and intention. This applies to framing as well. Generally, in order to tell a story, you would ideally need to film a variety of shots featuring the same action. It is good to start with a wide establishing shot where you will do an entire action from beginning to end, then moving on to a medium half-body shot where you will have to repeat that same action, and then showing close-ups and details. In addition to that, I personally really liked to do point-of-view shots. To achieve that, I often use a frame-within-frame technique, framing my shots through the grass, plants, or any other object, making you see what I see, as though you're there with me at the scene. But the most important thing of all in any creative endeavor is not what equipment you use and how much technical knowledge you have. It's not where you live and how many beautiful gardens you're surrounded with. The most important things are enjoying the moment, loving your craft, and being confident to share it. Years ago, when I just started experimenting with videos, I struggled to stay present while creating. One of the reasons why I film by myself is because whenever I have company, I want to dedicate myself to the person I'm with. It's a difficult balance to enjoy the moment, give enough attention to someone else, and also get the shot you really want. I cannot multitask, I'm actually very terrible at it, so oftentimes I will visit the same location twice. First time to feel it with my senses, and second time to capture it with my camera. To me, this is an art form. I need to absorb it, feel it, in order to make something beautiful. It doesn't come without its difficulties. I often feel like an imposter. As I was making this video for you, I got suddenly overcome with the strongest feeling of self-doubt. Who am I to even teach you anything? I don't believe myself the greatest artist, the most unique of the creatives, the best at anything. If there is anything I'm very, very good at, is being self-critical and doubtful. So, my friends, thus came an understanding that perhaps, aside from all that important equipment, aesthetic props, and spring outside the window, the most important thing you need to film yourself is pure confidence. How do you develop that? Oh, I am not the one to tell. The only thing I know is that confidence comes with a momentum. You will never be 100% satisfied with anything. That's the curse us creatives need to deal with. The more you create, though, however badly, the quieter that voice in your head will become. Fall in love with the process and detach yourself from the outcome. Why is it that you want to create? It's scary putting yourself out there like that. The product of our mind is always the most vulnerable one. But that's one truth. You have to go where it's the scariest. That's the only right path to take. Remember, you don't have to be perfect at all times. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know if you have any more questions. There is so much information I wanted to share with you, but it just would not fit into the same video. I will be sharing some more tips on my membership page on Ko-fi if you'd like to check that out. I will see you again next time.